lurking in the shadows. Cold women, love scandals, smile at the switches and spit at the gallows. Had a feeling it was yesterday. Had a feeling it was so much more. Cold pistols, old missiles, ain't seen a dime since I left San Francisco. Big punches, roll with them, angel in the morning, demon in the evening. Had a feeling it was yesterday. Had a feeling it was so much more. Had a feeling it was yesterday. Had a feeling it was so much more, so much more. A bell ringing, fresh trenches, a foot in the hole and a foot out for vengeance. Naysayers, two faces, a heart and a soul kept in two different spaces. Had a feeling it was yesterday. Had a feeling it was so much more. Had a feeling it was yesterday. Had a feeling it was so much more, so much Had a feeling it was yesterday. Had a feeling it was so much more. Had a feeling it was yesterday. Had a feeling it was so much more, so much more.
All right, good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome back for more AWA Championship Wrestling. We're live from Las Vegas, Nevada for the Supercard. And tonight, we've got all the major titles on the line. Stay with us. We'll be back here live from Vegas in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Schiavone here, and I'm inviting you to join us here live on the Nation Network for NWA Wrestling Action. The best stars of the NWA, the Rock and Roll Express, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, Big Van Vader, and so many more will be competing right here exclusively on the Nation Network and Twitch as part of the NWA. All right, good evening, everybody. Ken Resnick with you here live from Las Vegas, and joining me here in the broadcast booth, my very special guest, the one, the only Jesse the Body Ventura. And tonight, Jess, we are going to be seeing the best in AWA wrestling without any question.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you right now, this is what everybody's been waiting for. It's been a long, hot summer, and tonight the AWA really turns up the heat just a little bit more.
Our opening contest, we just saw Jake the Milkman Milliman make his way to the ring, and he's going to be taking on the Phenom from the Fiji Islands, the one, the only Superfly, Jimmy Snuka.
Well, the Superfly Jimmy Snuka right now is probably going to be having an easy night, I would think, with the likes of Jake the Milkman Milliman, but I've got a funny feeling that the big challenges for the Superfly still lie ahead here in the AWA. There are a lot of guys out there that don't really care for the Superfly.
Well, I'm not sure how anybody doesn't like this man. He is nothing but one of the greatest high flyers of all time. Revolutionized the way the game is played in the world of professional wrestling, and he has overcome tremendous odds.
Well, that's one man's opinion. Doesn't happen to be mine.
All right, bell sounds, action's underway, and here we go. Tie up in the middle of the ring. Never mind, goes right to a body slam, and Jake Milliman feeling all of that.
Well, Jake the Milkman Milliman is, this is maybe not his main gig. Maybe he should stick to delivering milk. Maybe dairy products is his strength, because wrestling, he doesn't have such a great record.
And Jimmy Snuka manages to come out of the would-be belly-to-belly suplexes. At least that's what it appeared he was going for. Snuka coming back the other way. There's that knife-edge chop, and he's going to work now with the kicks, the chops, the uppercuts, and Superfly Jimmy Snuka completely dominating Jake Milliman.
Yeah, well, Milliman's already had an opportunity right there, but look how short-lived that was.
Snuka continues the beating. Big uppercut, and he stuns him with it.
Well, Milliman finally able to find some sort of offense in his repertoire. But it, again, just can't follow up anything right here. Superfly Jimmy Snuka bringing a lot more talent. Definitely in better physical condition. You drink nothing but milk all day and you get the body of Jake Milliman.
I'll bet he's got great teeth.
Yeah, well, maybe he can bite Snuka and get a win that way. I don't know. When was the last time somebody pinned somebody with their teeth?
Well, Snuka comes off that top rope, but he missed the target, and you don't see that happen very often.
No, you really don't, Snuka. No matter what I may say about or against him, for that matter. The high-flying stuff from the top rope, normally his strength, and right there you saw a moment where it didn't work for him.
And now Jake Milliman snapping the neck, and everyone knows about the history of Jimmy Snuka. He's had multiple neck injuries in his career.
He has indeed.
There's the Irish whip, sending him to the ropes. Now Snuka leapfrog, nicely done. And again, there's the chop by the Superfly.
Well, he's got the crowd on his side, I'll say that for you.
And now Milliman blocking the big right hand, retaliating, but the jawbreaker. Oh, look at that move by Milliman. Back body drop, and Superfly Jimmy Snuka all the way out to the floor.
Well, it just goes to show anybody can win the lottery.
Snuka going to work on him now with a series of chops and kicks. Milliman is in real bad shape, and he's in the wrong part of town, and Snuka just drops him down.
Well, here we go. Snuka from that middle rope.
Driving the fist into the forehead of Jake Milliman. And now Snuka's got him. What's he going to do?
Got him up against the ropes. Anything's possible here.
Irish whip, leapfrog, nicely done. And there's a cross body block. Snuka going all the way up. This could be it. He's waiting for him to get back to his feet, and Milliman does. Cross body press. Snuka hooks the leg. It's 1, 2. Oh, Milliman kicks out.
Wow, I've got to tell you something right now. I didn't think Milliman was going to be able to kick out of that one.
Jimmy Snuka with a pile driver, and Milliman's been busted open.
The Milkman is in a lot of trouble right now. And I don't know that he'll be making any deliveries tomorrow morning.
Once again, Superfly Jimmy Snuka ascends to the top rope, and this is only going to be bad news for Jake Milliman.
Oh, there's the Superfly swat, and that's it.
Nobody kicks out of that one, and it's not going to be any different here tonight. Superfly Jimmy Snuka, your winner.
Well, I mentioned it at the beginning that Jimmy Snuka wasn't going to have a lot of competition in this match, and he really didn't.
There's a bloody Jake the Milkman Milliman. Snuka offering his hand. Milliman wisely accepting it, a sign of mutual respect right here. Fans will be back with more of the AWA Supercard. Stay with us. All right, welcome back, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on the Nation Network. We are 100% live, and this is the AWA Supercard.
Well, the Summer Supercard has a lot of potential. We've got all the major titles on the line here tonight, including this one right here for the Tag Team Championships.
Playboy Buddy Rose, Pretty Boy Doug Summers, noticeable by his absence here is Diamond Dallas Page.
Well, you know what, Diamond Dallas Page, I don't know why he's not here. This is his team, and it's a tag team title match. Perhaps the Playboy and the Pretty Boy decided, hey, we're going to go this one on our own. We don't want any excuses when we take out those two Pretty Boys.
The first time I can recall, I'm not seeing Diamond Dallas Page in their corner for a title match. They've come close in the past. Will they be able to get it done here tonight? I don't know, but here come the AWA World Tag Team Champions, Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty, the Midnight Rockers.
Well, they may be the World Tag Team Champions at the moment, but I just don't imagine that's going to last too much longer. At the end of the day, in my book, they are still nothing but pretty boys. They've been very fortunate to get to where they're at right now. But I do believe that train is coming to its station.
Well, you can call them pretty boys all you want. They have proven time and time again that they can rise to the occasion and that they can defeat teams that most people either didn't think they could defeat or that other teams simply couldn't defeat. We talk about teams like the Road Warriors. We talk about teams like the Nasty Boys.
Well, right now we're talking about the pretty boy and the playboy, and I'll tell you right now, don't judge the book by looking at the cover.
Definitely not. These are two very astute veterans of the game, and they are very capable of giving an education here to the Midnight Rockers, but it's not the first meeting, and the Rockers, I think, know what to expect.
I wouldn't be so sure that already we don't see Diamond Dallas Page, which makes you beg the question what other things may be different tonight.
Well, anything is possible. There's no doubt about that, but there they are, the AWA Tag Team Championship titles. Referee calls for the bell. This one is officially underway. Doug Summers wasting no time at all.
Oh, he went for it, but it backfires on him. And look at Shawn Michaels bridging into a suplex. Almost pulled off a quick upset.
And that is exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to the Midnight Rockers. Elbow drop finding the mark. Down across the knee with a gutbuster.
Now that is a clinched fist right there. I just want to go on record with that one. No matter how it goes the rest of the night, it was Shawn Michaels that resorted to something like a clinched fist, which is an illegal move. Up until that point, you didn't see anything out of Playboy Buddy Rose or Doug Summers.
And I'm sure they never would have throughout the entire match.
And you can't presume what's going to happen. What we know is what did happen. So when the retribution comes around, let's just understand why.
In the meantime, Marty Jannetty really doing a number on the pretty boy here on the floor. Capacity crowd here in Las Vegas. Jannetty just threw him into the steel post.
He definitely did. I got to tell you, there's a little bit of a nasty streak going into the Rockers here tonight that we're not used to seeing. I'm kind of liking it.
And that count starting to climb. Referee maybe counting these men out if something doesn't change quickly here. Jannetty continues the punishment.
Oh, and Doug Summers manages to get out of trouble.
Oh, he beats the count back in the ring, and Jannetty's not going to. And just like that, the Diamond Exchange get the win.
Well, they get the win, but they don't get the championship belts.
That's still going to be a victory over the tag team champions. No doubt they'll have another opportunity down the line. Fans, we're going to be back with more. Stay with us. All right, fans, it is time for our first singles title match here tonight. It is for the AWA United States Championship, or the AWA Americas Championship, it is more commonly known. Here comes the challenger from Princeton, Minnesota, Greg Gagne.
Well, Greg Gagne comes down here, and I'll tell you right now, I've never been overly impressed with Greg Gagne, but I'll tell you, he knows how to wrestle. I'm not going to take anything away from him, but he always gives up size and strength, and tonight's going to be absolutely no different there. Although probably a little better matchup than normal. Somebody's got to give this guy some sandwiches or something.
You've got to be. Greg Gagne, one of the most accomplished wrestlers here in the AWA.
Accomplished? What did he do?
Well, he's one half of the IWGP Tag Team Champions, I beg your pardon.
So he had to go to another country to win something because he can't win it here. That's my whole point.
All right, listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at the AWA America's Champion right here. The self-professed king, Jerry Lawler, former world-class heavyweight champion, brought that title here trying to take over the AWA as well. Went up against Nick Bockwinkel back at the Gold Rush. Lost that title, and we now have the unified heavyweight champion in Nick Bockwinkel, who we'll be seeing later on tonight.
Now, Bockwinkel's a fighting champion, no matter what you want to say about the man's tactics. He puts that title up often, and still the champion.
There it is, the America's Championship. And the challenger, once again, Greg Gagne. His father, of course, the legendary Vern Gagne, former AWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, but in this case, it looks like they may have uprooted the tree and moved it away from the apple.
Well, you don't give up, do you?
Hey, I'm just the man who calls it like it is.
As we take a look at the America's Heavyweight Champion, Jerry Lawler out of Memphis, Tennessee. He has been a force to be reckoned with in the world of professional wrestling, but ever since making his official entry here into the AWA, he has really just stoked the flames, you may say.
Well, tonight he's going to have to deal with the fire of Greg Gagne, but I don't think it'll take a lot for him to put it out.
America's heavyweight title is up for grabs, ladies and gentlemen. Will the king remain? And Lawler wasting no time with a body slam to start things off.
Gut wrench suplex nicely executed, and that is why he is the king.
Hits the ropes now. Lawler back out front. Both men collide. It is Greg Gagne now getting the upper hand on Jerry Lawler. Back body drop takes him all the way down. We're coming to you live from the Showboat Pavilion here in Las Vegas, Nevada. AWA Championship Wrestling. This is the Summer Supercard of wrestling.
Big boot right to the chest, and Greg Gagne, as I expected, on the receiving end again.
Oh, Lawler went for that drop kick, and nice move by Gagne to get out of the way. He's got him. Oh, he's caught him in a fireman spin. The fireman carry turns it into an airplane spin, I beg your pardon, and Lawler.
Well, I'll say one thing. It's a very amateur move, but it very much will disorient a man. And it could take Lawler a little bit of time to get his bearings back right now. Gagne's got to take advantage.
Well, perhaps he's already got his bearings back.
Yeah, it would definitely appear so, wouldn't it?
Hammering down on Greg Gagne, big chop. Overhand right, and Lawler's got some of the hardest hits you'll ever get in wrestling. Nice reversal, and Gagne caught him with an arm drag.
How we even saw that coming from behind, I don't know, but nice block right there by Jerry Lawler.
The King seems to think things are over right now. Standing drop kick, and down goes Gagne. Lawler with a belly-to-back suplex, and Greg Gagne is in a lot of trouble right now.
Yeah, the King is just addressing the people. He's letting the peasants know he's still in charge.
Reversal now by Gagne, puts Lawler into the corner, but he walks right into that elbow.
And plants him face first down into the canvas. Nicely done.
And now Lawler's got him, and head first into the canvas, and that might be it.
Yeah, the King is definitely outthinking Greg Gagne in this one, no doubt about it.
Now he's raking the eyes. Gagne has no idea where he is. He turns him around. Now Lawler's got him set up for the pile driver. This should be all.
Yeah, I think that's all she wrote right there. Gagne's in a lot of trouble, and it looks like he may be busted open.
He is bleeding. Lawler goes for the cover, doesn't hook the leg.
He doesn't need to. What a one-sided victory that was for Jerry Lawler, much the way I predicted it would be.
Jerry Lawler continuing his quest to regain the World Heavyweight title. As the America's champion, you might consider him the #1 contender.
Well, I would say after this, I mean, you're the one saying how great Greg Gagne was, and he got beat pretty easily by Jerry Lawler.
The King of Wrestling, Jerry Lawler, the America's heavyweight champion. Will he get the opportunity for the title? Time will tell. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more of the AWA Summer Supercard. Stay with us. All right, wrestling fans, we are back here live from Las Vegas, Nevada. AWA, the Summer Supercard of Wrestling, coming your way live. This is a non-title match with a lot of implications on the line.
Well, I got to be honest with you, I'm surprised it wasn't a title match, but I don't blame the champion for not putting the title up here tonight.
We are taking a look at the big man, King Kong Bundy, over 400 pounds of him. He is the former America's heavyweight champion. It was Jerry Lawler who managed to do what nobody else could do, and that is dethrone King Kong Bundy.
Well, we'll also remember that King Kong Bundy was the man who ended the reign of Sergeant Slaughter as the America's champion, so it wasn't like he got some pushover match.
Definitely not. And it won't be a pushover match here tonight either, because the AWA television champion will be coming down the aisle in just a moment. And even though that title's not on the line here tonight, if Bundy were to get a win, you have to believe that the next opportunity might be going his way.
Former member of the fabulous Freebirds, Terry Bam Bam Gordy, the AWA television champion.
While King Kong Bundy is an enormous mass of human being, Terry Gordy is no slouch either.
No, he's a big guy. He's in that 280 bracket. And he moves much lighter than he is, which is always a double death blow for the guy going against him.
See that AWA television championship around his waist? He took that title away from tonight's world championship contender, Kurt Hennig. And look at his wasting no time at all as Bam Bam Terry Gordy goes to work on King Kong Bundy. This one of the big matches on the card tonight that a lot of people, myself included, have been looking forward to.
Oh yeah, I've definitely been waiting to see this one, no doubt about it. You've got a couple of big guys. When you talk about the immovable force meeting the unstoppable object, it's pick your poison as to which one is which. Both of these guys are absolutely devastating, and now you've got these two mega forces going together in the ring. It would have been just a little bit sweeter if the title were on the line.
Well, we just saw Bundy moving like a much smaller man as he dropped that 400 pounds down onto the chest of Bam Bam Terry Gordy, but he retaliates. And now Gordy in control of King Kong Bundy, at least for the moment, sends him to the ropes. Clothesline, it didn't catch him clean, but it looks like it's still injured Bundy.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off on the clothesline, but I think it snapped him under the neck, perhaps.
Big headbutt right there by Bam Bam Terry Gordy. These are maneuvers that we don't normally see executed on King Kong Bundy.
Yeah, well, think about it for a moment. If it's something you're not used to seeing done, how do you think it is for King Kong Bundy to suddenly having a guy manhandle him when he's used to being the guy who throws everybody around?
Well, there you see it right there. Bundy just using that sheer size and strength to break the hold, and now again driving it down into the chest. Bundy, the former America's champion, as we mentioned earlier, he wants more gold. He wants a title around his waist one more time.
I don't think it goes around his waist. In his case, it's over the shoulder.
Well, that's probably true also. And now he's got him across the top rope, slingshots him back to the middle.
You know, Bam Bam Terry Gordy may have been very smart not putting that title on the line here tonight, because Bundy is clearly in the driver's seat.
Oh, and he just throws him with a powerbomb into the turnbuckle. That should be it.
That might be all she wrote.
Somehow, Bam Bam Terry Gordy manages to kick out on one.
Well, let's give it up for the champion right now, because anyone else, that would have been the match.
And now Gordy starting to take over, ramming the head of King Kong Bundy into the turnbuckle. And Bundy is down.
Well, Gordy's going to go for the cover, but he's not hooking the leg, and you got to do more than just ram the head of King Kong Bundy into the turnbuckle pad. Maybe you remove the pad and expose the steel ring next time. That'll have a better effect.
Again into the turnbuckle he goes, and Bundy, 400-pound body splash.
Oh, and now he's choking the champion out. Bam Bam Terry Gordy, by the same token, not used to being manhandled like this one.
And Bundy scores the victory.
Well, that's a big win for King Kong Bundy to get him back into the good graces of the Top 10 Contender Society.
If you're Bam Bam Terry Gordy, you've got to be asking yourself, what just happened? Gordy is so used to being on the winning end of things that a match like this has got to rock his psyche, I would think.
Well, Terry Bam Bam Gordy did what he could do against Bundy, but at the end of the day, there's only so much anybody can do with him.
There it was, that crushing body press, and then this.
Yeah, nobody gets up from that. I don't care who you are.
Here is your winner, ladies and gentlemen. Will he be getting a shot at that TV title down the line? I would say probably so. King Kong Bundy. Stay with us. We still have plenty more action to come. All right, welcome back, everyone. Once again, we are live from the Showboat Pavilion in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it is time for our main event of the evening. It is for the AWA World Heavyweight Championship, the unified heavyweight championship title in professional wrestling.
Well, no doubt about it, Nick Bockwinkel very proudly owning that title, but tonight he goes up against a top-notch contender in Curt Hennig.
No doubt about it, Curt Hennig, the native of Robbinsdale, Minnesota. Former television champion, and he held that title for a good 8 months before Bam Bam Jerry Gordy was able to remove it from him. But Hennig said, you know what? I proved everything I had to prove with that title. Now I need to prove that I'm the best in the world.
Well, he's going to have the opportunity to do that right here tonight.
Fans, we just want to give you an update on some scheduling coming your way here on the Nation Network. This Friday, we will have the next installment of Inside the Creator Studio. The very special in-depth look at one of the different creators in the community that bring you the different aspects of this game that were not included in its release.
Yeah, I know who it's going to be, but I'm not telling. It's a surprise.
There is the AWA Unified World Heavyweight Champion, Nick Bockwinkel. We see Bobby the Brain Heenan behind him. And you have to ask yourself, does that not give him an advantage over Curt Hennig?
What, being the unified champion?
No, having Bobby Heenan in his corner.
Well, of course it gives him an advantage. He's got a manager, not just a manager, but probably the greatest manager of all time in Bobby the Brain Heenan right there. It's an extra set of eyes. He's going to be barking out ideas and commands, and he's going to help him win. That's what he does. That's what he's paid for.
Yeah, well, he also tends to interfere and distract quite a bit, and I think that is what more of the fans here are concerned about.
Hey, Bobby Heenan's going to be outside the ring, so if he yells at Curt Hennig and Curt Hennig decides to pay attention, whose fault is that really?
Well, we'll see how things go in this one. Nick Bockwinkel agreeing to put that title up here as part of the Summer Supercard here in the AWA. There is a good look at the challenger. Kurt Hennig, his father, has wrestled here in the AWA quite a bit. Larry the Axe Hennig. And there is the champion, Nick Bockwinkel.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Nick Bockwinkel, he's a tremendous wrestler. He's one of the absolute all-time elites. And that's why he is a unified world heavyweight champion. He has extended an invitation to anyone wearing gold to come out here and try to take that title from him. Names like Ric Flair, names like the Macho Man Randy Savage, and they won't come forward.
Are you suggesting that Ric Flair is afraid of Nick Bockwinkel?
I don't know about being afraid of Nick Bockwinkel. I think he's afraid of losing the now World Championship Wrestling Heavyweight title to him.
All right, bells, sounds, and actions underway, and these two men meet in the middle of the ring. Right away, it is Kurt Hennig going for a suplex, and he got it.
Nicely done by Kurt Hennig. I'll give credit where credit is due because I am the man who calls it like it is. Now, the question is, both of these guys are very talented wrestlers. Both of these guys can do it any way they want in the ring. They're both capable of breaking the rules as well. What wins out? Age and experience or youth and agility?
I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if we crown a new champion right here tonight.
Nice block right there. That's the experience that we talk about.
Bockwinkel taking Hennig down face first in the corner. Here's the Irish whip. Into the ropes he goes. Back out front. The two men collide, and nobody goes anywhere. Another Irish whip, and again, nothing. Hennig with a backbreaker, and the champion in trouble.
Well, Hennig right now has the upper hand. He's got to maintain that. Bobby Heenan clearly not enjoying what he's watching here from ringside.
Hennig with a neck breaker, and right now, and there it is. That's what I'm talking about.
No, that's what I'm talking about. There is no reason that Hennig needs to be addressing Heenan right now. He should be all over Bockwinkel, but instead he got distracted. Heenan didn't go in the ring.
Nobody went up on the apron.
So what? What are you going to do from the apron? What has he got, a 25-foot arm?
He has no business being up on the apron, and the referee should use some discretion and throw him away from ringside.
Oh, yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would. I'd like to see this decided one-on-one without any outside interference. Kurt Hennig once again with the upper hand. Bockwinkel using the ropes to regain his feet, and now outside the ring the champion goes.
Well, both men have to be careful, but more so Mr. Kurt Hennig than anybody, because if they get counted out, as we saw earlier tonight with the tag team title match, then you don't win the title.
100% in the advantage of Nick Bockwinkel right now as the referee's count has reached 3. Bockwinkel ran him head first into the steel.
And now the champion has taken over.
Kurt Hennig is in trouble, and the count continues to climb. What's going to happen here?
See, that Nick Bockwinkel doesn't want to win it by count out. He threw him back in the ring to make sure of it. He could have took the easy way out right there.
Well, indeed he could have, and he elected not to. Now let's see if that turns out to be a mistake or not. Hennig fighting his way back up to his feet, and he does.
Nice move right there. Butterfly suplex by the champion. Goes right to hook in the leg.
And he only got a 1 count, not even. And now Hennig just got thrown for a loop.
Oh, this is all she wrote right here. Nick Bockwinkel, there's the pile driver.
We have seen that move several times this evening. It is absolutely lethal. Hennig doesn't know where he's at, and look at this. The sleeper hold is on him.
I believe it's all over, and the champion will retain the title here tonight.
Referee's got to get a close-up look on this one to see.
I'm not sure. The referee was way behind. I think he gave up already.
Bockwinkel decided to release the hold. I'm not sure why. Now he goes for the cover, not hooking the leg, though.
That is a mistake right there, and Bockwinkel won't make many mistakes, but that's one of them. However, the champion right now very clearly in control, in my opinion.
Raking the eyes of the challenger, and now Bockwinkel, ever since the interference of Bobby the Brain Heenan, really hasn't looked backwards.
And once again, Heenan did not interfere in any way, shape, or form. All he did was get up on the apron to get the referee's attention for something perhaps that he saw.
Standing dropkick now by Hennig, and it drills the champion in the chest. Bockwinkel suddenly in a little bit of trouble here. What's Hennig gonna do? Missile dropkick.
Oh, I thought was a very devastating blow, no doubt about it.
Tremendous knee lift right there, taking a page out of the book of Mr. Wrestling 2. Stiff back elbow, and now the champion again trying to reclaim the command of this match. He's got the challenger in the corner, now perches him up on the top turnbuckle. Can he finish this up?
Bockwinkel's got something in mind, and I'm not sure what yet, although I've got an idea. Oh, wow.
Butterfly suplex off the top rope. No way. There's no getting up from that one.
Well, he didn't hook the leg again, and that could become a problem.
The only reason Curt Hennig is still in this match is Nick Bockwinkel failing to hook the leg. Not once, but twice. Oh, he's going to go for that pile driver again. If he hits, it's over.
Oh, man, he got already busted him wide open, to the blood flowing down the head of Curt Hennig.
Has him up, down across the knee for the backbreaker, and Bobby Heenan loves what he's seeing right now. Hennig caught him. Gut wrench suplex. As the blood flows down the forehead of Curt Hennig.
Well, what's he got in mind right now?
Oh, he's got that cradle suplex. Here it is. He got him. He's got the hands together. Will that be enough? Almost had a new champion.
I've got to tell you, that was way too close right there. Nick Bockwinkel better figure out a way to put this one away.
Fans, we have seen it all here tonight. This championship match living up to the main event status. Here's the wind-up. Shoulder tackle, and the challenger is down. Now it is Nick Bockwinkel going for the cover, hooks the leg. He's got his feet up on the rope. Referee doesn't see it. Will that be enough?
Oh, and he almost got him right there again, and somehow, even when hooking the leg.
Hennig looked like he was going to go for a pile driver.
And that's that veteran experience that I discussed early in the match, taking its edge and its toll on the youth and the athleticism.
A bloody Curt Hennig struggling to stay alive in this match. Big knee drop right to that busted open forehead. Further opening the wound on the head of Curt Hennig.
Curt Hennig doing everything in his power to stay in this match, but he walks right into an arm drag. I don't think he knows where he is at this point in the match. He's just going on fumes, in my opinion.
There's the cover, there's a one, he's got two, and he almost had three.
The champion can't believe that this guy's still in the match. He's looking down at him like, what do I got to do to put him away?
Going for the pile driver again. This is 3 times. Bobby Heenan loving what he sees right here. Now, why is not Nick Bockwinkel not going for the cover?
Well, I've got to tell you, I'm a little disappointed in him myself. That's the time where you have to do it.
And Hennig firing back. Snapmare's the champion over.
Oh, what a move right there. He's going to hurt the neck with that move.
Curt Hennig trying to rile the fans up here. Going for that suplex one more time. He almost got him last time. Right in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, but this time he didn't hook the hands together.
He's got the leg. There's two. We've got a new champion.
Oh, what happened? What just happened?
We've got a new champion.
Unbelievable.
Against all odds, Curt Hennig has won the AWA Unified World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, Nick Bockwinkel looked like he was going to be a sportsman about it, but he wasn't.
Unbelievable event taking place here, fans, as part of the Summer Supercard Wrestling here in the AWA. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time for more AWA wrestling action. So long, everyone.